we're just gonna start with a little march. I don't play music, so y'all can hear me, but you can play music on your end because we can't hear you, you're all muted. Just make sure you can hear me. So just get marching, get those elbows up and back if you can. We're gonna go into a jump and jack. Like I said, you can always take the impact out, so you can just step side to side if you want. We're just warming up nice and gentle. I'm going to adjust my angle. You guys keep going. Okay, keep going. So this style of working out is called rest-based training, like I said in the email. And what that means is you go until you can, and then rest until you can. So go hard until you have to stop, take a rest, and then rest for as long as you want, and then go again. And okay, now we're just gonna take it into a nice little side lunge. Nice and gentle. So the heavier your weights are, the more you're gonna have to rest, and that's fine. That's actually more optimal. You can also do this workout without any weight at all. You're still gonna get a really good workout. Okay, now we're just gonna loosely swing your arms side to side, warm up that spine a little bit. Is anyone listening to music on their end? I know Melissa is. Okay, now we're just gonna go back to our side to side lunge. My knees always crinkle and crackle when I do this. Okay, now we're just gonna take some nice, easy air squats, body weight squats. Just getting those hips warmed up now too. And I've said this before, but there's some new people. You can always squat to a chair or a box. So you can always use your couch if you want. It's really important to get down to parallel as you can, because if you're up here when you're squatting and you don't go lower, it's more quad focused and there's more pressure on your knee joints, which we don't want. We want all the extra recruitment of the muscles back here. Okay, we're gonna go into some lunges. You can do forward lunges if you want, or you can do reverse lunges if that's easier for you. People can balance a little bit easier when they do reverse. You can always hang on to something too, that's fine. You can even do stationary. Some people call these stationary lunges, some people call them split squats, same thing. Just make sure you do even on both sides. Okay, I'm just gonna take a light jog, get our ankles a little more warmed up. Make sure you have water nearby. But you can always run to the kitchen and grab water too whenever you take your rest break. So just gonna remind everyone, the rest is up to you. You don't have to go as long as I go or stop when I stop. It's all up to you. So you push until you can't push anymore, stop, rest, until you can go again and then go again. So along the way, if you fall behind and you're not keeping up with the numbers that we're doing it, just keep walking and jogging. You can always just pick up where we are when you join back in again. So don't stress too much about like missing a rep or missing an amount of reps. Does that make sense? Okay, now we're gonna get down on the ground and just do some light push-ups. You can do them on your knees if you want. We're just gonna get our upper body warmed up a little bit. Even during this warm-up, you can rest when you need to. Okay. Our first circuit is going to be a lunge and a squat, but the squat is going to be full to the bottom and then only halfway up. So it's basically the bottom half of the movement, not quite a pulse. So I'm just showing you all right now what that's like. So you're going to do an up chain of, you can use your weight if you want. We're going to do 5 jumping lunges on the same leg, or you can just do stationary lunges. You don't have to jump. 5 on one leg, 5 on the other. And then you're going to do 5 of those squats I just did. So down, halfway up, down, halfway up, down, halfway up, down, halfway up, down, halfway up. We're going to repeat that 5 lunge, 5 lunge, but then you're going to up chain the squat. So the next time you get to the squats, you're going to do 6 squats. Then you're going to go back to 5 lunges, 7 squats, 5 lunges, 8 squats, until you get to 10. Make sense? Give me a thumbs up if it makes sense. Now, like I said before, rest when you can. We're all going to be going at different times because everybody's different. And I don't want you to push if you can't push anymore. I want you to take that rest, okay? All right, so we just did our 5. Now we're going to do our up chain of 6. So 5 lunges on the left and the right, and then 6 squats, and then carry on until I tell you that circuit is over, okay? So 5. You can also hold your weight up here if you want. And then other leg when you get there. You can also jump if you want. You can jump with these if you want, but I'm not. So this is 6 squats this time, but half squats. Then your next one, you're gonna do 5 still, lunges, and then 7 squats. So 5 lunges again. Like I said, you can take out the plyo. You don't have to jump, but you can if you want. You'll have to rest more if you do the plyo. So Margaret, thanks for joining us. We're doing 5 lunges on the left, 5 lunges on the right, stationary lunges, and we're doing squats in between. So we're on 8 squats in between, half squats, or wherever you are. I'm on 8. Back to those lunges when you get there. Rest whenever you need. Oh, Melissa with the jump squats too. Oh wait, where am I? I think I'm on 9. Ooh. You can also hold your weights down here by your side if you want. So if you have your cans, same thing, you can hold them up here or down here. A couple more minutes to get the rest of your sets in. Whew, I got some tired legs today, so I probably will be taking the impact out today. So I'm going to be on 10 here. If you happen to get to 10 also, you can take a little rest. Okay, you can drop your weights. We're gonna move on to our next circuit. So this is gonna be a mountain climber push-up combo. You can also, if you're really adventurous, plyometric the push-up. You don't have to though, you can also do these on your knees. So mountain climbers are these things. We're gonna be counting them, but count only on one leg, you know, so it's even. So left, one on each is 1 rep basically. So you're gonna upchain these also. We're gonna do 1 of each and then 1 push-up. Options to make it harder. If you wanna make the push-ups harder, you can do that's really super hard. Or you can also go on your knees and you can plyo your hands. Up to you. I want to give you variety and let you decide how difficult you want to make it, okay? So I'm going to start the timer. You're going to do upchain both of them. So 1 mountain climber, 1 push-up. Variety, however. 2 mountain climbers, 2 push-ups. 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, okay? Go. You can also just plank jack your feet if you don't want to do the push-up part, or you can switch it up. This set, you can just do push-ups. Next set, you can plank jack your feet. Or you can do what I do too. If I plyo and I put my knees down here, that's fine too. Go until you can't, take a rest, as long as you need until you can go again. The rest is all up to you. You don't have to match anyone else or me. Okay, up again. We're gonna go back to our lunge squat up chain. 5 squats up to 10. So same as before, 5 lunges on the left, 5 lunges on the right, 5 squats. Next time, 5 lunges on each leg and then 6 squats all the way up to 10. And go. Ooh, falling over. I often turn to the side so you can see my form. That's why I'm facing this way and not this way. But once in a while, I will face this way so you can see from the front too. If you reach your 10 squats before me or before the timer's over, that's fine, just take a rest early. That was my 7. Stop and get water whenever you need. And like I said before, you can also do the plyos. And you can do these with or without weights. You certainly don't need weight to get a good workout. Whew, that was my 8. We got a couple minutes left to complete. Whew. And the reason we do these full body workouts is because it's more optimal. In the strength and conditioning world, we have the term optimal, so there's more optimal and less optimal. There's no one size fits all, it's a sliding scale. Okay, that was my 9. One more set left. And so full body is more optimal. So unless you're working out a lot and you're at the place where you can split up your body parts because you're that jacked, it's better just to do a full body a few times a week. Whew. Okay, 50 seconds left. Do whatever you can or take your rest. I don't know if I'll finish my squats. Don't worry, we're gonna go to some upper body after this. Oh, I did do it. Okay. I'm gonna grab some water, take a little breather. Okay. This next circuit, we're gonna go back down to our mountain climber push-up combo up chain. But this time, you're gonna start you're gonna up chain both, but start with 5 and go 5 to 10 versus how we did before. We started at 1 and we went to 5. So you're gonna do 5 mountain climbers, 5 push-ups, 6 mountain climbers, 6 push-ups, all the way to 10. If you don't wanna do mountain climbers on the floor, you can just do high knees, but hands behind here if you can, prisoner style. Same idea, just a little bit easier. And you don't have to do the impact. You can just do this if you want to. Lots of options, okay. All right, let's go. Timer has started. Up chain, 5 to 10. 5 mountain climbers. So that's 5 on each leg. And then 6 mountain climbers on each leg and 6 push-ups. And then 7 and 7. I often drop to my knees for push-ups for these kind of workouts because the volume, the amount is so high. And that's fine. You make it work for you. Switch it up over here. Got 30 more seconds of this. Do what you can. I'm only on 8, I think. I'm not even done my 8. Okay. Break time. Grab some water. Whew, how are we doing? Y'all should try talking constantly while you're working out. It doesn't make it any easier. Okay, 30 more seconds. Just catch your breath a little. So next up, we're gonna go to an upper body combo. It's gonna be a row, a tricep extension, stand upright, and then a raise. Row, tricep extension, front raise. Okay, so grab your dumbbells or your soup cans, whatever you got. I'm gonna grab my plates. We're gonna go row, extension, stand up, front raise. Same thing. Just repeat that. I did that wrong already. Row, extension behind you, stand up, front raise. You don't have to go above your head. You can if you want, but you don't have to. Front raise. Row, tricep extension, shoulder front raise. Twenty more seconds of this. This is usually better done with heavier weights if you got them. But if we don't, it's fine. We'll just do more volume. Okay, 10 more seconds of this. Okay, 5 more seconds. Now we're gonna go back to our mountain climber push-up chain again, okay? This time we're gonna do 5 to 10 again, okay? So 5 mountain climbers on each side, 5 push-ups, whatever combo you wanna do, and then 6 and 6, 7 and 7, up to 10. Okay, I'm gonna start the timer. Okay, go. Feeling the burn in my chest and my shoulders. Whew. Another option for mountain climbers is you can hang on to something. If you really need that balance, or you can hang on to the wall. All these movements can be modified to suit you. Oh, I think I did this already. Also for push-ups, you can do inclines. So you can put yourself up on the couch and do them this way. Or higher incline makes them a little easier. Or the kitchen counter, a table. I got my little table here. All my beating is probably gonna fall off. Okay, that was 7 for me, but I'm not done. Go until you can't, rest until you can. Mountain climbers are a good full body workout too because you're engaging your core, arms, and your legs. You might not feel too much with your legs, but when you pull up, you got the front of the leg going. When you touch back, you got the whole posterior chain. Usually my arms peter out first on mountain climbers, and my legs. Couple more minutes to finish your circuit. With push-ups, you want to have a tight back. Shoulders down, shoulder blades back, and tight. You don't want to be pushing out like this. You want to protect all those little muscles in your back. So even when you go down, you want to have a tight back. And you want to have your chin tucked. You don't want to have it up like this. All neutral spine. It's funny right now, I can't see anyone. I wonder if you're all just laying on the floor. Oh, I see Melissa now. Okay. You got a minute to finish up whatever round you're on in the circuit. I keep losing count. Good job, everybody. All right, we're gonna cool down now. Great work. You'll power through that. So just take a little walk, let your heart rate come down, grab some water. As always, we want our heart rate to drop slowly. We don't want to just stop and sit because then our blood can pool away from our heart and we could get dizzy and pass out. So we don't want that. We want to just keep that lower body moving. Okay, whenever you come back, just come back into that real gentle side to side. Real slow. Take some deep breaths. Take one deep breath up and out. Legs apart, up and out. All right, let's go into a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Just hold it for about 5 seconds. Switch over to your other leg. Keep those deep breaths going. Do a couple on each side. Okay, arms back up again. Gonna lift up, stretch over to the side, real gentle. Up, other side. Up, Back to the first side again. Deep breaths. Other side. One more big breath up. Down. Arms behind you. We're going to stretch out the chest and the front of the shoulders. So I want shoulders down, shoulder blades back. I don't want your ribs to flare like this. I want you to have a tight core. Suck your belly button in. Keep your pelvis tucked under. Just think about lifting those arms behind you. Or your hands, I should say. You can also, I like this one too, where you put your hands on your sacrum. Think about touching your elbows behind you. Same thing though, keep your ribs down. Arms out to the side, push your heels out. Heels of your hands, I keep saying heels. Get that bicep stretch going, and you can also think about gently putting those arms behind you to get more stretch in the bicep. Just nice and gentle. Tricep stretch up behind you. Other arm. Okay, now we're going to take it down to a hip flexor stretch. So you can do this two ways. You can do it with your knee on the ground and just lean forward into it. You can hang on to something if you want. If you're super flexible, you can go down here, which I'm not really, unless I'm super warm. Or you can do the, what is it, like a yoga lunge pose, I think, where you lift the back leg up and that goes really deep and a little bit higher. That takes a lot of work though. My knee's gonna be on the ground for now. When you come forward, you'll feel it in the hip flexor, but you'll also feel it in the other hamstring, ideally. And switch legs. Okay, take it up again. We're gonna do another couple stretches. I'm gonna unmute you all in case you have any questions or you just wanna chit chat. Legs wide, we're gonna do a wide hamstring stretch. So we can just bend over, keep a neutral spine. No, I'm just looking up at you guys. If you want, you can drop down. This is all for the back of the leg and into the glute, right where it inserts into the femur up top of your leg. You can also go over to one side. And I'll go back this way. Just roll up slowly whenever you're ready. We're gonna do a quad stretch next, so you can hang on to something or you don't have to if you have balance. Just lift one leg behind you, top of your foot. Bring your heel to your butt. Same thing, you want your shoulders down, back. You don't want them up here. And you don't want your ribs flared and your back arched. You want to be a tight, nice tight column. And just think of pulling that heel to your butt. Get that stretch in the front of the quad. Well, in the front of the leg, which is the quad. How are we feeling? Well, we're at 35 minutes, so we are officially over. You're free to carry on with your stretches at home.